This was a unique one. I give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I thought I might be able to solve it. I was a tiny bit surprised and a tiny bit not surprised because I did see somewhat what was coming. The story is fast-paced. It's set in a Louisiana town, and I really enjoyed that because I'm also in a Louisiana town. Also, having grown up in a small town, all the things they say, you know, you kind of get that vibe when you live in a small town, so that felt true. It's interesting, sometimes when I read books, I can get a feel for the actual author through the book. And one thing I thought periodically throughout the book was that this lady is intelligent. She really is intelligent. And sure enough, when I got to the end of the book and read her author details, she has a PhD in literature. So I was not terribly surprised to see that. I would definitely read any of her books, and I do recommend this. It has been said that the book is somewhat like Why the Crawdads Sing, and I have to say that you do get that vibe somewhat. And it also says Twilight and Where the Crawdads Sing, and I definitely don't think it's anything like Twilight. I would say it does have a very Crawdads vibe, and if you liked that one, I do think you will like this one. I think this is a book for people who like a little bit of romance in their stories. That plays the tiniest part, but there is that huge bond between the two main characters. And if you like that, you know, that push and pull of a romantic vibe underneath the storyline, you'll like this. It is at its heart a mystery / thriller. So don't be put off because it's not a big romance. It's very, very small. The super unique thing about this book, without giving any spoilers, don't worry, I would never do that. The ending is really unique. I usually like my endings packaged up with a pink bow on a platter. This one does not have that, and yet it still leaves you with a good taste in your mouth. There is some talk of abuse and some very dark themes. There's also the family are Christians. Some of the bad things that happen in this story are due to the Christian ideology. And for lack of a better word, they're using God to do these things that are horrible. Oddly enough, that's the second book I've read in the last couple of months that do that take that ideology and they're using it for nefarious purposes. I find that a little bit weird and a little bit interesting. This was the second book I had read that had done that. And so that's curious. I'm not sure where that's coming from, if we're going to see a lot more books like that lately, but if that's something that will bother you, it plays an integral part in this book. So you might want to step away from it if that's something that will bother you. Overall, I feel like most people would enjoy this book. It's action-packed, it's sweet, but it is somewhat dark. 4 stars for this book. If you're a book lover like I am, subscribe to my channel because I do post book reviews regularly. I know I post lots of other stuff and that'll probably be annoying to you if you don't care about any of that other stuff. Tell me in the comments what you have read in the last couple of months that you've loved.